Hello, this is Todd. I have made a stop to a place I've been wanting to stop to for a long time. It's called Lee Hall, and it's a really significant area. And I'm sitting in the shade right now because it's kind of hot. But I will post a picture of the sign that gives an outline of the history here. And beautiful inn right across the street, really old. I'll go towards the front here as well. So this is right next to the train tracks. This is an old station. History goes back to the First World War, actually. But it's always drawn me in. And I feel the history goes even further back to the Civil War in this area. But I just wanted to show you this today. It's really pretty. I'm going to post a thumbnail, hopefully right side up, of the sign. And I suppose this train station's open for visitors. I feel a lot of energy around here, especially around World War II. Soldiers coming back home, soldiers going out. This is a main depot stop for the railroad. Well, I think it used to be. I'm not sure passenger trains go through here. I think it's mostly freight trains on those tracks right now because I think the main Amtrak, it's possible it could come through here. I feel a lot of activity here around the 1950s as well. And something about this area and something about this town seems very significant. I feel like some very important people were here. It's quite beautiful how they restored this whole train station though. Did a really good job. I get something about underground slaves too, going way, way back, 1800s in this area. But they did a great job restoring this place. See if I can catch a spirit nearby. You know, the one thing, I can't document proof about this, but on the tracks there, I'm feeling an accident with a woman here. Perhaps she fell or something. I get some kind of incident. Now I'm getting a car. So maybe a car crossing the tracks. Since a long time ago they didn't have sophisticated signs, or crossings, I should say. I feel the building's pretty accurate, except I do feel there's a building where this more modern building is over here. I'm getting a place with food too. But I'm seeing a large type barn structure. Anyway, this area is very cool. I see a large man right now. He's kind of a husky looking guy, black. Something wrong with one of his eyes. Feels like a porter or somebody who worked here. I also feel this building was used for some kind of classes or something at one time, maybe the 60s. Anyway, it's very cool. This is still considered Newport News, Virginia. I get a very important woman in this area who was born here or born nearby. I would say that her time was in the 1960s, actually, so she might have been born 20s to 30s, more towards the 20s. Hope this guy doesn't mind. He's sitting there painting the inn. That inn is very significant, very old. I don't know if they have it, but I feel like there were cats that lived. I could see them up on the porch upstairs. I felt this was also a vacation area of some sort. I'm feeling a tourist industry here. And the real work that went on here is not very long ago on the station. I felt like 1990s. So I'm getting a lot of work done here. Wow. The glass on these windows is original too. You can tell. I do feel spirits in this building. Definitely. Right now I'm sensing a woman that's looking at me. She's older. I get the name Erica or something with an E. Now, this is kind of a strange thing that I was seeing with this train station, but I saw some people with tattoos on their arms, numbers, like the prisoners that were at Auschwitz in the prison camps, getting off of the train. So I'm kind of wondering if there's a significance about that, if the ones who survived came back to the station. It does kind of make sense because I feel there's a little bit of a Jewish community in the Newport News area. This house back here next to the building, somebody of importance who once lived there, but I don't think the house looked quite like that. I wanted to say it was white at one time. Now it's like a brick. Let me see if I can zoom in what I'm talking about. See that place right there? Definitely feeling a man. It is early 1900s. It's kind of weird. Either he wore a fur coat or he was in the fur trade or something. I get something about this lavish coat that he's wearing. And I see homes across the street, but I don't think they're original. I'm getting some other homes that were here. As far as the inn right there, I'm getting 2 generations of owners. And I'm getting like immigrants. I hear like an accent with them. So I can't really confirm that until I look up the history. And anyway, that's all I get for now, really. But I see the activity of this place, and it goes back to World War I, World War II. I just see people going in and out, in and out. It wasn't as manicured as this, but there was another building actually in that field over there, I think, over in this field. In fact, it looked like a bunch of sheds or open sheds. Something happened to do with the railroad, and also delivery of farm goods here. So farmers would pull up here and their trade would go onto the trains. There was definitely a lot going on with food in this area and selling and buying. Definitely. So that's all I get for now. I'll have to come to one of these places at night, see if we get any other energy. Also hearing Irish accents at the Boxwood Inn. I get a tie to the Irish. So I'm gonna walk out here. It's funny, I see a little tree grown in the chimney at the top of that inn. I hope they know about that. I don't think it's an active chimney. This is quite a beautiful place though. Very special. I mean, I feel a lot of good memories here. Here's some old car. Wow. It's very cool. So I'm definitely going down to the 1920s here right now in my mind, seeing people dressed in the 20s. And that would be significant with World War I. But this was quite a busy area. I mean, I see like industrial buildings across the street, but I was feeling this is a very populated area at one time with a lot of farms, a lot of land. Anyway, I thought I'd share this moment, and hopefully my sound records this time. And I'll take one last video just in case you don't see the history on the sign here. And that way you can pause it and look at the history. So goodbye for now.